what they are.
He still doesn't know.
You ever watch the stream?
It is really cool that he's been very active streaming and stuff like that. Like, true. Man.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool that he's back.
Definitely is. And speaking of back, we are back on Glittery Ashes LE. Wait, were we ever on? No, we weren't. Huh. Anyway, in the bottom left-hand corner map, swatting all the way in the bottom left-hand corner, we of course have our red Zerg player. Gonna be coming down from the land of Korea. He of course is gonna be representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming DPG. He is Dark.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Glittering Ashes LE, we have the South Korean Zerg player. He's back. He is the ex-military Zerg. It is True.
Eye patch on.
Missing a leg.
He's missing a leg. Got a hook for a hand.
Why is he a pirate? Why is the ex-military vet a pirate? Oh god! Like what? Your military is not like a pirate crew?
Are they not? Yeah.
In Singapore, it is.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean? That's what the third one specifically, World's End. That's entirely what it is.
There you go. Oh god. But yeah, of course, True is still making his comeback. I think he exceeded 6K on the Korean ladder maybe a month ago now, and from what I remember, his goal is 6.5, which is again essentially pro player status in Korea. So yeah,
that's pretty much like the lower end of the top pro MMR in Korea. I would say 6.5 to 6.8 is I think what most most of the tier 1 players like Maru, Rogue, Zest, and all those kind of have.
Yeah, like 6.5 is like your Ragnarok, Armani, like your established players, right? And that's exactly where True wants to. He wants to get even higher than that. To be fair, he wants to be a champion again, just like he used to be. And so taking down a player like Dark, like that's kind of the big first step. But it's also a tall ask because it's Dark.
Yeah. He's still thirsty to win, but he might stay thirsty a little bit. It takes time to quench that thirst.
Really, it takes some coffee, man.
Yeah. It's on the other side of bracket.
True. It's not.
Who's on this side?
Meanwhile, so far the openers have been pretty standard. We do see a third base taken from both players, so no 2-base shenanigans. And we do see that True is playing this safe as well, throwing down a Bailing Nest to make sure he doesn't get link flooded.
Yes, safe and steady is the name of the game, but he's not getting Bailing flooded, but he is getting link flooded.
What a madman, by the way. Like, looking at Dark's vision, he scouts the Bailing Nest, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna make more links. Let's go. He throws out a Bailing Nest of his own. It is, of course, later, and True needs to morph in Bailings as soon as his nest is ready. Lings are flooding across the map, and they are spotted by True.
One Bailing is in production right now. True, he has a little bit of gas. He can't make that many Bailings, in all fairness. This quicker metabolic boost does allow Dark to micro a little bit more effectively. That Bailing was 1 second off from being completed, but it did not come to pass. In the end, True
that's game. That could be game,
that
mate.
third base. I think it is going to be game. I mean, he's got one more Bailing, and it's a slow Bailing at that.
Oh god, the Bailing rolls on in. Dark is droning behind this, but True needed to be on top of getting those Bailings. It's such a shame that he didn't get a single one to finish. Like, it was crazy that Dark was able to focus it down.
And able to focus on another one. No! Oh, Dark. He took a half measure there. And just releases a chunk of his links. True is starting to fight back really, really hard. The army isn't here yet for Dark. But what can True really accomplish? He can get a couple of drone kills? No, not quite.
Oh, not quite, not yet. As oh my god, we do have some Bailings hitting across the map. No, true. He was focusing just like we were focusing on those lings across the map, not on the Bailing run by it.
And I know we said this before, but I think that's game.
Yeah, like in a mirror matchup, there we go. GG gets called. Dark had so much momentum going his way. I'm still shocked that even though True got his Bailing nest faster, like, even though he had some Bailings on the way, Dark, he was fearless, man. He just dove on them immediately, focused them down, and took out that third base.
Oh boy. I'm just shocked that our game on Glittering Ashes lasted a little over 5 minutes.
That's ZvZ, mate.
Yeah, it's ZvZ. And especially a ZvZ between both of these players, you know, you would expect at least one of them to try to end it quick. In this case, it was Dark. Maybe in the next case, it's going to be True. Who knows? Who knows?
Exactly. We'll see as we get into game number 2, and I wouldn't be surprised if True or either one of our players decides to turn up the heat and go for an earlier pool.
I want that spice. But anyway, we are going to be continuing our series now on Hotwire LE. We're in the top right-hand corner of the map, so all the way to the top right-hand corner. We, of course, have our... That yawn is spreading. That wasn't even a full yawn, but you caught it. Anyways, in the top right-hand corner of the map, so all the way to the top right-hand corner, we have our Red Zug player coming out from the land of Korea. He, of course, is going to be representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming DPG. He is Dark.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have our other South Korean player. He is also Zerg. He is blue. He just came back from the military. It is True. I also picture him like in a pirate's hat and a beard now.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's a parrot on his shoulder named Sargi.
Yeah. But I'm just impressed that both players are fearless here. True as well. How despite how game number 1 went, we still see a hatch gas pull from both of them.
Yeah, well, they respect each other enough, you know, they kind of realize, look, you may have gotten away with that link flood in game 1, not game 2.
Oh yeah.
True is probably thinking right now.
Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. Again, you got to be on top of that Bailing nest. We could still see like a player skip it and try to go straight into roaches. Maybe stay on 2 bases. Like there are different kind of ways to play out as ZvZ. But that last game was pretty straightforward. It's like, okay, I see a weakness. I'ma just flood links and I'ma kill you. And Dark just did it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And he did kill him.
Oof.
But again, we have a little bit more of a standard map in terms of length and breadth and size. Heart-wise, kind of falls in the middle in this current map pool. So maybe, funnily enough, maybe we'll see a little bit of a longer macro game come out from our players.
Yeah, I would hope so. As once again, both players, they do take their third bases on time. We do see that Dark is already across the map with his 2 lings, though, and he's going to be a little bit annoying here. And again, the goal of these 2 lings, other than just being annoying, should be to also check the timing if a Bailing nest gets thrown down.
And the Bailing nest does get thrown down, but Dark is in the blind side for now. He's quite aware of that. He's making a ton of lings.
Yeah,
Okay,
he doesn't care.
I saw the positioning of that third base. I was like, oh, Dark, he's going to play a bit more economic this game. And it's like, nope.
Oh,
He saw it.
Yeah, he dips in. He sees the Bailing nest as well. He's well aware of the build. And just like last time, we see Mass Link flooding across the map. This time, it's going to get across the map faster, a little bit faster compared to Glittering Ashes. True may just have to give up his third base and instead focus on defending at his natural base. As, oh god, the links are again spotted.
Yeah, honestly, he may even need a wall with this. He's going to try to defend with lings at the moment. He's going to be making a couple of Banelings very, very soon. But of course, Dark has the advantage here.
Oh, the big difference though is that this time True brings both of his queens, both from his main and his natural at the same time. Dark, he recognizes this, he goes for a bit of a run by, but True, he meets him.
Honestly, a little bit surprised that Dark decided not to pounce on top of that Morphing Baneling. It looked a little bit low. But yeah, he is playing it safe for now. He's actually bleeding out a lot of his lings. Good snipe on that Baneling.
Exactly. Now, no, there are no Banelings. There are 0 Banelings left here for True. But this time, True was able to keep his third base alive.
For now, Dark just getting ready for a counterattack. He got supply blocked a little bit earlier on, actually, which is very good for True. And Dark going to be transitioning to Roaches from here. He still wants to be aggressive. He just recognizes that he can't do it with Lings.
Yeah, I'm just still shocked. There we go. I was like, make some goddamn Banelings, True. God damn. As we do have a little bit of a Ling run by here from Dark. At the same time, we do have a couple of Banelings being morphed in as well. I say a couple, 4 Banelings in total here. 6 in total for Dark.
And soon to be 6 for True. Dark trying to dip in and get some damage done. Oh, not the best snipes here for True.
Oh god, meanwhile, Dark does snipe the Banelings of True as well, so Dark being a little bit more efficient. Oh god, no! Ah!
Ooh, not the worst connection in the world here for Dark, but a decently good one for True as well. Meanwhile, a little bit of Baneling run by. Does get 8 drones. Whatever damage True can really get here is going to be good damage. But he is just losing the engagements every single time. Dark's micro is just so much more precise at the moment.
And Dark is not letting up. No, True just made 13 drones. No, papi, por qué? I was like, Dark is not letting up, and True had the economic advantage after that Baneling run by the way. He already had a drone lead. Now he has a massive drone lead, but his army is minuscule.
I know we say this a lot, Light, but I think that's game. Dark even has a couple of roaches here to tank some of the Baneling shots. True does as well, but nowhere near enough, if you ask me. That third base is a goner.
Oh my god, he focuses down all the lava here at the third base as well. The roaches of Dark are going to take down this third, and he doesn't have to keep going. He doesn't have to go for... Oh no, True? He doesn't have to go into the natural either.
That he does not, and yeah, with his third base advantage, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna explode when it comes to the economy. He could keep going if he so desired, but he decides not to. He doesn't want to take any unnecessary risks. He's just gonna leverage his economic advantage to a much quicker lair.
Yeah. After Dark took down this third base, he has been droning up and catching up and even exceeding True in workers. As you said, we have that much faster lair. Even have the Evo chamber. There we go. I was waiting for +1 range, so... Oh boy, True has to do something to come back into this game, like either another run by, maybe some dropper lords. Playing from here is going to be a little bit rough because you can see he's being left further and further behind without that third.
Exactly, there's just no way for him to catch up when he doesn't have the production, he doesn't have the economy on his side. He can catch up, but he can drag Dark down.
Exactly. Oh boy, and in the process we see True has started droning up once again. He's been working his upgrades. We do see the roach speed is around the same time for both of our players, so when it comes to the upgrades in general, they're around even. I just worry about the overall supplies here. Like Dark should be exceeding that of True pretty soon.
Not if you get supply blocked. Oh, you won't get supply blocked. He so
I love how,
will he?
I love how hard True was microing this queen as well. He was stutter stepping his heart out. It was crazy.
Like, I can't let the Overseer win.
I can't let him get away with this.
I can't get away with it.
And this is what I was worried about. Dark, he's got all 6 gases mining, and with all of that gas, he's like, you know what? Let's just go for some mutas.
I always say this a lot, like, but I think that's game.
Oh god, I mean, okay, so until mutas come out, there is a window here for True where if True just continues to pump out roaches, he will have the roach lead. Like he will, like even now he has an army supply lead, because Dark is banking up for those mutas. But as the army moves out, Dark spots it. Dark also making his own roaches in response. Ugh.
Always the correct response from Dark, and now he's just gonna continue to force True all in. He has the defender's advantage. He's caught up in terms of the upgrades and the army supply. It comes down to this engagement right now. And we say this a lot, Light, but I think that's game.
I mean, True, he's microing his heart out, he's trying to land as many files as possible, but with the defense advantage with the reinforcements, Dark, he was able to cripple the economy of True across the map, and he's able to cripple the army on top of that.
GG is called, and Dark can be taking that series 2-0. Barely broke a sweat either.
Yeah. True did put up a bigger fight, but it throughout the entirety of that game, the series, it felt like there was just immense pressure on True. Like Dark just never let up, even though True did go for a couple of Bane run buys here and there, which kept him in the game. Despite that, he was still just under constant aggression from Lings, from Banelings, from Roaches. It was oppressive. It was crazy.
It absolutely was. A little bit of unfortunate seeding here, I suppose, for True to, have to face Dark this early on, but it is what it is. Sometimes Dark doesn't sign up, but sometimes he does. And when he does, he pops off. And he already is an opponent, I think.
Oh yeah, that he does. So congratulations to Dark for taking that series. Again, we can see that there is a bit of a skill disparity between our two players, and I think mirror matchups are some of the best ways to gauge that. But of course, despite that, True has been improving and will continue to improve and work on closing that gap over the course of this year. So again, that won't be the last we see of True on this channel, just the last we see of him here in this tournament, as he does have to bow out. But Dark, he moves on to face Eternum.
Yeah. That's our pitch, by the way, to any team owners out there who wants a Korean server player on the team.
Oh yeah.
CranKy True?
CranKy. We've thought about it. Like, there are a lot of really good players that are available right now. There's True, there's Chance, there's Percival. All of them amazing players, all of them worth it. One day we'll have a Korean.
Look, I know you're holding out for Impact, Light. You're holding out to potentially be able to sign Impact,
mate,
but
Impact is too busy getting jacked, mate. Have you seen him? I remember I showed his comeback photo, but he's been posting a lot on Instagram. Mate, he's got muscle on muscle, mate.
It's like he in the military, he got toned. Since he's been able to have access to an Instagram account, he got jacked.
Yeah, it's
he went from skinny to toned to fucking jacked.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's got his biceps are 3 times the size of mine.
He lives
like that.
He lives at the gym.
Yeah.
He sleeps doing pull-ups, mate. It's crazy.
It's my shoulders, I consider myself to be somewhat broad-shouldered. Impact is twice as long.